Welcome to the Matrix Q podcast for the Golden Triangle of Entrepreneurship, the GTE2. The Matrix Q think tank. Today we had another working session with members of the Matrix Q community. We are running weekly these think tank sessions, and the first thing we did was to learn about the Matrix Q DNA. It's an encoded language, a symbolic language that helps us represent 9 categories of value or 9 types of value. And with this language, we can simplify our communication and be more specific in terms of how can we strategically manage a process to make it more holistic, regenerative, and impactful. So today, we did run this collective assessment with the Matrix Q DNA, which is a type of session that we usually run for companies, teams, specifically for startup teams, trying to help them mirror the type of competences and skills that are available in the team so that they can also spot the barriers, the blind spots, and the deficiencies in their normal daily business processes, because some of the members may not communicate, produce, or think in the same channels as others. In that sense, the Matrix Q DNA is helping you, or helping us, to spot the main focus of communication that is already there in the patterns that the individuals carry. This is extremely important. For example, if you have a business and you have a partner or two, and you communicate very well with them, and you can have the experience of collaborating very well with them, but it will be also possible that you all share common blind spots. And therefore, we can predict that in the future, certain type of challenges, activities, or problems will be difficult for you to solve, for which we will recommend to implement a protocol to review your decisions and your process, taking in consideration your blind spots, or also to integrate into your team new team members or external advisors that can check from time to time that your business process, your business cycle is balanced, that you consider all the aspects, holistic aspects necessary for your business to be successful. With the Matrix Q methodology, we always talk about the Golden Triangle of Entrepreneurship, which means that we would like to have focus and balance with 3 main elements: your mission statement, your ability to generate wealth, and your capacity to use values, impact, your corporate and social responsibility guidelines into your business. If we consider these 3 main elements, we can ensure that a business will, within a business cycle, keep in balance and successful. But it is not, the ciphers are not only for startups and businesses. They also use the Matrix Q DNA code and the ciphers for learning about the economy. And for those that have used our Matrix Q DNA Smart application and got the individual DNA code, you will have had access to a table with a list of archetypes. We call it the Matrix Q DNA archetypes, which is extreme cases in which we try to represent the mindset, the tools, the skills, the perception of value, the goals, the methodologies that the people that belong to that particular archetype or have that particular tendency or pattern of mindset or skills will carry into the work or into the daily activities. But at the same time, it is a sign of the type of economy, the perception of value that this person carry. And why is that important? Today we did discuss at the Matrix Q meetup about 9 perceptions of value and how our modern civilization carries mostly 2 of them. And to be more specific, our focus in generating all the necessary means for survival creates a pattern of blind spots hinders our ability to perceive other value that is important for our future as individual, as family, as community, as society, as planet, or as a species, that eventually cannot be monetized, but that has value and itself can be traded for other similar values that will at the end altogether create a holistic, healthy economy. So we're not talking about taking money out of the equation, but to expanding, to broadening our perception of value and our perception of economy. For this reason, we have created what we call the Matrix Q tokens to explore, experiment, and train ourselves into using more perception of value, generating value in different forms, and also being specific regarding the design of products, strategies, business processes, on which kind of value are we working with, what kind of solutions are necessary to how we should design those solutions to solve specific problems in the future according to these different perception of value, according to these 9 categories of skills, the 9 categories of emotions, the 9 categories of knowledge, technology, tools that the Matrix Q methodology help us to unveil, to study, to explore with. Matrix Q methodology is not only giving us tools, but it's very specific about the importance of skills. We need new skills for thinking. New skills for matrix type of thinking, for holistic thinking, for parallel thinking, for regenerative, circular thinking, for a thinking that is beyond the traditional linear thinking that we have been using the last thousands of years. A thinking that includes emotions and social empathy. A thinking in which we learn about the circumstances by feeling and connecting. This new way of thinking, and you can call it holistic thinking, will create new type of businesses, new type of innovations, new type of solutions, and a new level of leadership. A level of leadership that we need in our planet today. And this is my invitation then for you to explore the Matrix Q methodology, the Matrix Q skills, the Matrix Q think tank, and come and join us in the effort of creating new solutions that the future needs, new solutions that we need today to catalyze the transition to a sustainable future. And